When we attend an event, whether it's a business conference or an electronics exhibition, we take with us the experience of it all. This shapes our perception and memory, which in turn defines the whole culture of the event for us, making the experience more lasting. Since its opening in 1995, Suntec Singapore International Convention and Exhibition Center continues to stand tall and proud as a truly iconic landmark. Essentially a world-class venue provider located in the very heart of Asia's integrated meetings, conventions, and exhibition hub, it has the capacity to host events of up to 20,000 people. It's a unique event center which optimizes on space and operates over 6 floors. These facilities are designed and built to offer optimum flexibility in space to fit and adapt the diverse needs of their clients, not just locally, but worldwide. But how did it all start for this landmark building? And what has been its winning formula throughout the 90s and well into the 21st century? To answer these questions, along with others, we have Chairman of Suntec City Development Private Limited and Chairman of Suntec Singapore, Tan Sri Frank Sao, and CEO Peter Eidenberg for deeper insight into the experience and culture of Suntec Singapore.
This project actually was initiated by Minister Mentor Mr. Lee Kuan Yew in the mid-1980s when he was the Prime Minister. So he thought of maybe he should invite some Hong Kong entrepreneurs to come to Singapore to do something where they can make it as a kind of role model for Singaporean entrepreneurs to follow. So therefore, a number of people were identified, and these are the people that the present directors of Suntec City. And then when the proposal of making a convention center for Singapore by that time, Lee Kuan Yew said, yeah, that's the point that he wants. Because during that time, there was no convention center. It was in the warehouse somewhere around the waterfront. So therefore he said, yes, you have get the point. Singapore does need a world-class convention center and to attract the international businessmen to come to understand what kind of city Singapore is. In 1995, after spending 7 years of period to construct this world-class convention center, I feel a little bit proud that this is really the world-class convention center in the region.
As mentioned by Minister Mentor Lee Kuan Yew in his commemoration to Tan Sri Frank Sao and Suntec Singapore, quote, they demonstrated their confidence and their commitment to Singapore and its future. Their vision for Suntec City is to make the complex the business capital of Asia. After the break, we see what lies in the horizon for Suntec Singapore. Today, holding true to the Minister Mentor's forward, with more than 13 years of unrivaled experience in hosting large-scale events, Suntec Singapore has steadily built up a diverse and impressive portfolio mix. This includes high-profile government events, such as the World Trade Organization Ministerial Conference, the World Economic Forum, and the IMF World Bank Summit. Hosting approximately between 1,200 to 1,300 events annually, it is blessed geographically with direct access and close proximity to more than 5,200 five-star hotel rooms, 300 restaurants, 1,000 retail outlets, 6 museums, and the region's center for the performing arts, the Esplanade, as well as a mere 20-minute drive away from the Changi International Airport. Having played an instrumental role to the growth of Singapore's MICE industry, or the Meetings, Incentives, Conventions and Events industry, and widely rated as the world's best convention center, what has been their ever-winning formula that has led and shaped this global landmark domain where cultures and nations meet?
In Singapore, when the center opened, the MICE business, it was not known then. It was the exhibition business, it was the convention business, the meetings industry, was very much centered in Europe. centered in the United States and a little bit in Asia. That has, of course, changed dramatically. People have, and especially through Singapore, have come to know Asia a lot better. And today we actually compete with major destinations in Europe and in the United States and in other parts of Asia. Our strategy is based around our experience and our people. That is really one of the strongest points that we have to offer. We have a fantastic building, but many others in the meantime around the world have very good buildings. It is seriously the people that are the heart of our building and the heart of our house, as we call it, that really make a very, very big difference. Of course, the people, as a company we have experience, but also the people have a lot of experience. Many of our employees have been here 8 years, 10 years, and some have been here for 13 years since the beginning. We've marketed ourselves in quite a conventional manner through advertising and television, newspapers, of course, trade magazines. Since the year 2000, we have started a joint marketing alliance. This marketing alliance is the hotels, consists of the hotels right around us.
In light of the current economic climate, we asked the CEO of Suntec Singapore, Peter Eidenberg, about the ever-changing competitive industry and their measures to counter such conditions.
One of the major trends in our industry at the moment is that we see more conferences that have an exhibition component or exhibitions that have a conference component. That's quite interesting because, especially in our building, and this building was built with a lot of foresight, especially now we find that we're very well equipped to do that. I think a lot for our employees, and our employees do a lot for us. Very high up on the list of things is the training and the benefits for the employees that are very important. We are going to expect, with the opening of the integrated resorts, a very large need for well-trained people, and we have those well-trained people, and we would like to keep those.
Crowned in 2008 as the best convention and exhibition center at the TTG Travel Awards and Asia's leading conference center at the World Travel Awards, as well as receiving the prestigious Distinguished Patron of the Arts Award, it is evident here that Suntec Singapore is in a league of its own, with its visionary foresight to constantly progress and evolve to suit the ever-changing socio-economic climates and the taste of the people. So what can we expect in their horizons ahead?
Today, competing also has to do with the hardware. So we continuously upgrade our building both from a technological perspective as well as make sure that our building looks fresh and contemporary at any time. And at present, we're in the middle of we call it a makeover, which is at the moment a very popular word. And we're spending money on upgrading our facilities, and that is a continuous plan, and that will continue all the way to 2012. Most of us in this business, very, very customer oriented. It is a business, and I certainly have that responsibility to look after it as a business, but I have also a very big heart for the customer. We cannot ignore whatever need the customer has, and anticipating those needs is therefore very important. Talking to our customers is very important. Over time, with those customers that have been with us for a long time, we have established friendships. So instead of them just being customers, they have become friends, and friends not maybe where we go home and have dinner, but friends as in we have an open way of communicating with each other where we can anticipate each other's needs. And I think that is what the customer needs. The customer needs to feel secure in their relationship with a supplier, if you want to call us that. We are placed next to cities like Paris and Vienna, and that should tell us something. The competition, of course, is heating up, especially in a time like this. Everybody is the same delegates, the same visitors, and that's a tough competition, but something that we look forward to at Suntec Singapore because of that experience we have, because of the people, and because of the soul and the passion we put into our jobs, which is something that we live for. So it's good for Singapore because it will certainly attract more delegates and more tourism receipts to the country, and that helps us all. That is important for the economy and important for jobs and income of people. We expect to attract more incentives in the future. Certainly the integrated resorts will attract a whole different type of a public than we have ever been able to attract before. We certainly believe that we will retain our share of that business that we have always done and are very good at.
Hence, a true modern monumental landmark right in the heart of its breathing, living city, Suntec Singapore continues to further define the very face of our nation, along with various visitors from all over the world. As they bring people and the world closer together, we can rest assured that they will continue to stay very much on top of their game.